So for step 40, attaching the wing. Well, we'll be grabbing our wing and grabbing A5, which we attach to the wing, and then that's going to be put on with snap pins. Kind of an interesting design, not seen that before. We also have these other plastic plates that have decals on them, and I've already decaled those, and I've already decaled that front piece as well, which is this one here, which is going to attach to the top of the roll cage. So we're going to do that, and we're going to do this, and then of course we've got to screw in those side plates. So there's all of our screws and hardware that we need. We've got our wing over there, we've got the other plastic bits there. So I'll set this up and let's put this together. So for the wing, you can see that we need to screw the screws into A5, and you can see that it is on an angle, and I don't think it's going to matter which side we do this because it's both the same. But first we need to screw that into there, and then we'll end up attaching it to the car. So if we grab our wing, we can take a look and see how that's going to fit. That's got to sit there. Yeah, it's not going to matter which way we do it, but you can see that it's got to fit into those holes. And again, we're going to have to use the body reamer to make sure, and I think I'm going to do it this way just to poke the hole so I can see it on the other side. Yes. So I'm just going to spin it a bit, and the same thing on the other side, spin it a bit. At least we can, the holes are in place. Now you can see that this technically needs to be reamed out as well, but I have a feeling with this side, I think we're going to end up cutting it because we need that to be more than just a hole. I'm just not sure what I want to do yet. I might, for the purposes of doing this for now, just leave it with the slats, because technically this is going to pop into that hole and slide into something. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it that way for now. Let's just see how this works. So for A5, we need to screw the screw into A5. So let's do that. So we know that's going to have to fit into there. So if I pop it back, just trying to see what the easiest way of doing this would be. Yeah, okay. Let's do it this way. Seems to be going in okay. Yes, okay. So let's do the other side. Make sure that goes into the hole okay. Seems to be. All right, there we go. And the other side. Looks pretty good, but I'm just going to screw this in a little bit more. There we go. Now it's grabbing. And looks okay. perfect. So there we go. There is our wing attached to that piece, and it's kind of interesting. The screws kind of hide in the checkered flag. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab the car, and you can see that the way this is going to work is that these two bits where the snap pins are going to go, they're going to fit into either hole on this. So if I spread it apart a bit so that they fit inside. Oops, I guess I should turn that around. There we go. Now that's on. So then it's just a matter of putting the snap pins through. And maybe I can we can see it this way. The snap pins have to fit into the holes up here. So if we grab our first snap pin, slide that through to the bottom. I don't know if you can see that there. We're getting it into the hole. Oh yeah, there we go. There's one on. And same again for the other side. Put the snap pin at the top. Well, actually, let's do it this way. If you can see it, we're going to stick that snap pin through the top and in. And there it is. I don't know if you could see that there, but both of them now are in place. So that was easy. And from the top, because I didn't actually cut the holes out, you just have the tops of the pins popping out. So maybe that's better. I don't know. So I'm good with that. So that means we've got our wing attached. So it's already starting to take shape. So now let's look at putting on the body guard. And you can see here, there's the little screw, the washer, and then it goes into there, but it's going into the roll cage. So if we grab one of the little screws, one of the washers, that's going to go into the outside, just like that, essentially. So it's on the outside. And then it's going to go into the hole on the roll cage. So you can see here, there was one hole right there. So let's grab the little screwdriver. I just want to make sure that's going to go in. If I hold that in place. That is the spot. Just need it to stay in place while I get a chance to actually get this screw moving. There we go. Almost in place. Okay, I'll leave it there for now because I want to grab the other one now. So let's grab a screw and the washer. Put that one in there. If I can. There we go. And grab the car again. Let's get this one into place. Again, it's got to go into that hole. All right, there we go. Now that kind of moves up and down, and I think there's a reason for that. So, for trying to attach the body. So it's kind of loose a bit. So I think once the body slides on, that's going to go down over top of it. But we'll see. So that part is done. So now we're left with these 6 screws, and the whole idea is we need to get the number plate or the plates on. So if let's take a look at this one first. We're going to grab this plate right here, which is the one that's going to fit onto, or no, it's this one. This has to fit there. So there's 1 screw there, 1 screw there, and 1 down at the bottom. So let's grab one, and there's no washers. It's just going right through. So we'll take that. We'll fit that into that hole right there. I hope. Let's make sure. Let's do it this way. They're very tiny, so it's just sort of finicky. Okay, we've got it. We got one of them. And let's grab another screw. And we can stick it into the other one. There we go. And we'll grab another one. And let's get it into the bottom one there. Just got to match it up. I think. Let's see. Just need to make sure that that hole is correct. Well, I may have to play around with this one. No, there we go. So I'll ease it off here and tighten it down on this side. There we go. Anyways, you get the idea. And so I'm going to tighten these on. And because it's the same as on the other side, not much point in you seeing it. It's the same thing. So I'll just put the other one on, and then we'll move on from there. So I've managed to put both sides on now. So there's one. And then, of course, on this side, it's on as well. So we've got our wing on. We've got those side decalings on. We've got this front body bit that's needed to go on. So that means that step 40 is complete. So we can now move on to step 41, which is attaching the rear guard.